Hello, Bradley dads, and welcome to our Bradley Watchdog orientation. We are so excited. And so, as you see here, this is our Bradley 2022 Top Dog for Bradley. We are so excited. So, I'm going to start off by introducing our Top Dog coordinator, Matthew Moore. And then, one by one,
Hey guys.
and then we are missing our Mr. Rick Sanders. He could not be with us, but these individuals are our top dogs. And so if you have any questions about any of these expectations today, please feel free to reach out to our top dog coordinator, Matt, as well as remember that these expectations are really important for you to not only understand the culture of Bradley on how we emphasize and implement our Watchdog program, but we also want you to be successful and understand your role into making sure that all of our students and our families are safe. So without further ado, let me go ahead and hide myself. And so we will go ahead and get started. Thank you again for volunteering today.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wright, and we are so excited to be back at Bradley for the 2022 school year. We've been away for a long time, but we are excited to be back, and we are excited that you have been able and willing to volunteer with us to spend time with not only your student, but all the students at Bradley and to give back. The first thing to kind of think about whenever we do this is the expectations, as Ms. Wright said, and what's expected of us each time we're at the school. So first thing is you need to watch the orientation video, which you're doing. So step one is complete. And so the rest of these are going to be a breeze. If you've never done the Watchdog program before, or maybe you've done it and forgotten about it, you have an action-packed day from start to finish. And it is jam-packed with activities. And when you arrive at the school each time you do this, you get a customized schedule that outlines what your day is. And a lot of that's going to be you in the hallway, you in classrooms, you at lunch, you at recess. And it's very important that you stick to that schedule because our teachers and staff not only plan lesson plans around you being in the classroom with them, but it's also very important that they know where to expect you to be in case there's an emergency or in case there's something that happens at the school. So follow that schedule. That is your schedule for the day and tells you where you need to be. And then on top of that, you always want to make sure whenever you are volunteering to be a watchdog, you get your Watchdog uniform on. During sign up, you were asked to go and purchase one of the Watchdog shirts from the Watchdog store. It's very important that you wear that shirt. You'll have a name tag as well. That helps the staff at the school and the students know that you're there to be a watchdog today, so they know who to give all the high fives to while they're walking down the hallway. That's it for me for the moment. I'm going to turn over to Dustin, who has a few more things for you.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, as Matt mentioned, the day's jam-packed, right? Have a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes it may be a little overwhelming. Please feel free at any time during the day to stop by the office if you have any questions, especially at arrival and dismissal. It's kind of confusing. Sometimes you don't know, where do I go? What do I do? It's fine. Ask anybody. You can stop by the office. They'll help you. If not, one of the staff members can help you. Remember, guys, we ask you to just be approachable. Always smile, wave, talk to the students, listen to them. Kids love watchdogs. You will get the most high fives and fist bumps you've ever gotten in your life in a day, and you walk out of there a rock star, and your kid will be a rock star for the day. So just be approachable. Number one rule, always be safe. Be smart. Follow the school's policies on appropriate conduct and behavior with the students and faculty. And we ask that you're always alert. If a situation does arise, please report it to the closest staff member principal. I know sometimes our instincts always help figure out just the best thing to always do is find the nearest staff member or principal. And lastly, just make sure you're available. The goal is to be of service to the school, teachers, and students all day long. Sometimes, as Matthew mentioned, your schedule is jam-packed, but you may show up to a class and the teacher goes, hey, unfortunately, I forgot I have a test or something. That's okay. Go back to the office. Trust me, they need help with something else. Your day will be jam-packed, fun, and you will sleep great. I'll now turn it over to Mr. Rick Richardson.
Thanks, Dustin. In addition to that, we want to be positive role models. We've got little eyes looking at us all day long, so we want to make sure that we're setting good examples while we're at the school. You will never use the student restrooms. No boys, no girls restrooms. Always use the faculty and staff restrooms. If you have questions about that, make sure you go and find a staff member to get information on where to go. And you always want to be visible. Always want to be visible, guys. So don't use the restrooms. Always be visible to others. And make sure you follow the school's confidentiality policy in regards to students and staff. And again, if you have questions, please go to the front office and get your questions answered. Make sure that you do not use profanity. Okay? Again, we are to be positive role models. So make sure your language is clean. And also, the last thing I'm going to close with here for my part is don't use any form of tobacco on the school grounds. Again, positive role models.
Thank you, Dustin and Rick, for that. And just to close this out, a couple more things to think about. We all have our strongly held personal religious and political beliefs. While you're at the school and while you're on the Watchdog program, we ask that you keep those to yourself. It's not our job. It's not our place. We're representing who we are by our actions, not by our words. So just keep that in mind. And whether it's a conversation with a student or a staff member, just keep it to yourself for the day. We all have cell phones. We all have, we may have to take a call, may have to do something for work. There's really no issue with that, but the ask is that if you need to take a call, you need to respond to something, step into the office, find some place kind of out of view. The students aren't allowed to use their cell phone to the school day. The teachers are asked to kind of limit theirs as well. And we want to be as engaged as possible when we are in the hallways or in the classrooms. And that means that we put our phones away so that we can be engaged. And the last thing I'll say, and you heard both Mr. Richardson and Mr. Coyne talk about this, is that we are positive role models. We want to be a positive role model. And this is an absolute privilege that we have to be part of this program and to be invited into the school. And we wanted that privilege to continue into the future. So don't do anything that would potentially bring disrespect upon yourself, upon the program, or put our staff or our faculty and staff in a situation where they have to question whether the Watchdog program should continue at Bradley at all. We know that that's not going to happen. We trust you. You're a good person for volunteering. You're going to be great at this program. Your kids are going to love seeing you at school. They won't be embarrassed at all. No matter how bad you dance, they will be happy to see you. Thank you so much for volunteering. We are so grateful that you're agreeing to do this today. Hopefully you'll come back and do it 13, 14 more times before the school year ends. Thank you all again.
All right, and that concludes our orientation. Thank you. Bye-bye.